Well, welcome back to Dixie Customs. Today we have got a 88 model GMC pick-em-up truck that has been sitting since at least the mid-90s. I bought it out of a junkyard, was going to revamp it, and never got around to it. We was going to use it as a service truck because we'd had a bad snow that year and we didn't have a way to get around because we didn't have snows in Georgia that much. And I sold my dually, so we took the cowl hood off the dually and put on this just so we could have a cowl hood on it. But the wind's blowing 100 miles an hour today, and being down here on this lake, it's about 10 degrees colder than where it is anywhere else, and we're down in a hole. So but the tires have separated on it from sitting. They got dry rock cracks all in them. I can't see what the date is on them, but if I had to guess, I'd say they're probably in the about time the truck was parked. It's a short bed, 4-wheel drive, straight shift. It don't have a tag on it because, like I said, it come out of a junkyard. They started dismantling it, tail lights out of it, a couple other things are missing off of it. But like the tan and brown Suburban, we seen it and I decided to save it. So here it is. So we're gonna see after all this time if we can't get it running. So we went ahead and purchased a fuel pump because we know it's going to be bad. That's just from age of sitting. And it has very little rust in it. On the, I think the passenger side cab corner has a little rust. And that's got some little bubbles in it, but nothing major. The armrest is missing off the inside, but the inside looks near about new. It had the rubber floor mat because it was a work truck. And it is showing 2,810 miles. So I would think that's 102,810 miles. The headliner has started falling out of it. But it's a clean truck. That's the reason I couldn't let them scrap it. I said, heck with this. And it has a weird trim package to it. Most of your other trim packages are all plastic right here. This is actually metal. Excuse me, this is actually metal, and the only trim that's plastic is just around the window itself. So I kind of like that. That was odd. And then the speaker covers were tan, but like I said, all that's just metal. So, but we've rounded up parts over the years. I like those mirrors better than I like the ones that's on it, so we got them, and then some tail lights out of some wrecked vehicles, and you name it, and it's been thrown in it. But the one thing we did not have is the key to it. So we're going to have to come up with that somewhere. A key ring had been put in it, but there was no key never sourced for it. So we're going to have to buy an ignition switch for it. So let me get a couple tools rounded up. There's our new fuel pump. I think this is a clutch, slave cylinder, master cylinder that we purchased for it. So hopefully these ain't went bad because they've been sitting. Well, this is new. 7/31 of 25. So Devin must just bought this. But anyhow, there's been parts gathered up for it here and there. Made in China. It don't have no date on it. But we'll pop the hood on this thing and see what it's going to take to get it going. So stay tuned. I got the hood popped on it. We'll give y'all a peek under here. The hood ain't even bolted down. It's just kind of sitting there along for the ride. But it's a throttle body, but somebody has put a Edelbrock intake on it. So it was somebody's toy at one point in time. They painted everything under the hood black, the jugs and all. But it's still got the factory everything on it as far as I see. And it is full of oil. And it smells like burnt oil. And since it's a straight shift, we cannot check the transmission fluid. There's something going on right here. Don't quite know what this is. Spliced into the blue wire. So that'd be ignition wire. Because this whole bar here is ignitions. That's a fuse. That's fuel pump relay. So I don't know what this here is about. But anyhow, it's not factory because it got blue connectors on it. So it's part of idiocracy of some sort. But we're going to get some tools and see if the motor's locked up and go from there. So stand by.
Got the rest of the parts. We're going to drop the fuel tank, put the fuel pump in, and replace the fuel filter and strainer.
Cool.
I've been making a makeshift wind block over here. The wind's blowing 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, we've used some skateboard ramps and made us a wind blocker. Those skate ramps have been around for a minute.
Hey, didn't you get a new jack for Christmas?
Yeah, I did.
You want to use it? No, I don't. Oh, good thing it's a jacked up truck. I can't see any 15 millimeter.
We've had several beautiful, almost 80-degree weather during Christmas, and now it's dropped down to, I think, the upper 40s. So it's pretty cold today. And the wind is terrible today.
Hey, Devin.
He went to get the jack out of the basement. What you need?
Battery power impact out of the Yukon.
Okay, well, I'll grab it. Almost got the gas tank loose and taking the filler neck off now. About to drop it. Devin went and got the jack. So, that's where we're at right now.
I just remembered we just did this to a white truck here.
We did. We did it on the GMC, but we didn't video it.
You did?
No, we didn't.
That's broke. Oh, somebody twisted it off trying to unscrew it. That's not good.
Why is the jack not under it?
Alright. I'm going to have a light of some sort. And I'm going to have...
Well, you're in luck because you just got one for Christmas.
Did I now?
Yeah, Devin gave you one for Christmas, so I'll go grab it. It's still in the house.
Okay, I need to walk up back up through there.
Well, they're still working on getting everything disconnected. We got a late start on this one today, so the sun's about to set, so they're going to get as much done as they can. It's supposed to be even colder tomorrow, so hopefully we won't have to continue this into tomorrow, but we may have to. Okay, finally got the tank out. We needed some WD-40, but our cans that we had were empty. So now I guess we're going to take the fuel sending unit and the fuel pump out. Maybe we can accomplish that before it gets dark.
Rendezvous on flag. That'll cause the tank to run out.
Look out.
pistol. Right here, right now. I don't think that green stuff's supposed to be there. I think it's an added indication. There's added indications there's problems. O-rings somewhat still intact. From 1829.
I need a heater.
See, it's on fire. You have a heater. Our WD-40 can got wet and shrank.
It did.
Now it's a WD-39 3/4. I think it's a milk can. You got to squeeze to make it squirt. Man, you know, back when I was a kid, I was a whole lot younger than this. Oh. What do we got here? White lithium.
I think it's time to call it a day because the wind's picking up again.
Woo!
Hey!
Shot you in the foot. Gotta be
What
careful.
in the world?
Damn. I told you not to pull that when I was holding on the other end of it. Look what happened. It started out 4 inches long. And you sit on my sockets and let them turn Merry Christmas colors. Whoa. Just ain't nothing nice. Oh. Alright, I'll be here in the morning if you need me. Why is it every time you need tools on those out of the truck?
That's where you left it.
Makes sense.
It does because you never put anything back where you get it.
Well, I got it from the other side of the truck, so that's where I left it. So that can't be a correct saying.
So now what are you about to do?
We gotta unbolt the strap. We gotta do something with that. We gotta dump that gas out into something. Gotta do something with that.
Okay.
Then we got to.
Then when we get you in the house, we're gonna do something with that because your back is gonna be killing you.
Yeah. Nothing else is new. We just put this here rat-tat-tat-tat wrench on there and go rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. That ain't working. That ain't working either. Alright, so we're going to take the rat-tat-tat-tat wrench off. We're going to put this here another one on there. So we're going to have to find somebody with some equipment. Well, let's get some buckets and dump this gas out and we'll bring you right back. Strap broke, so we're having to put a new strap on it. So it just so happens that Auto Metal Direct had one, so we picked it up while we were there.
We also had to get a couple other things when we were there and show you. Alright, we got the gas tank from AMD today in Gainesville. So it comes gray primered. They've already painted half of it black and Devin's about to spray paint the other half before we install it. And we got the new tank strap. What else did you get today?
New little strap protectors. So this comes from the plastic headquarters.
So you got what you need to fix that right there that broke last night, right?
The metal strap itself.
Okay.
I went by AutoZone to get the O-rings for the fuel send unit. And they don't know what they're doing to be able to help you, so we're just having to deal with what we got. Some people do not need to be in the workforce. Don't know where they need to be, but not there. So this comes with two 1-inch narrow straps, which is going to be too narrow for this because this strap's 1.5 inches wide. It comes with two flat straps. It comes with a pad. So out of all this,
you gotta make it work.
These two and the pad. And these two will be for something later down the road, I guess. These fit like a Camaro or something that's got narrow straps on it. Your Camaro, your early Camaros, your Mustangs, stuff like that had and the 55 Chevrolets had the narrow straps. So.
Well, you took off Roger's gas tank. Maybe you could sell them to him.
Yeah.
So he'll have some
new
new
ones.
ones.
Silver 77 Camaro, I think they'll fit it. Well,
it's almost finished with the tank.
We'll let that dry for a few minutes. The only reason we do that is because it comes with a gray primer seal coat. And it's more than just primer, it is a urethane coat. But I like to paint them to give just a little extra protection because that rock guard right there is what rots your tanks out. But you have to put it on there with the four-wheel drives because the big tires beat the tanks all to pieces. Mainly the front corner right here where it constantly throws rocks at it. But on your square bodies, 73 up, they had a partial rock guard that just went to the front like third of the tank, and they were bad about eating the tanks up. But anyhow, this one's got the full Monty, so we're going to put it back on.
Okay. So we'll let this dry and come back in a minute.
Be back in a minute. Alright, well we got it sprayed. So we're going to stick it back in the rock guard here. So cold the paint's just froze.
Got the fuel sending unit in too. Replace the O-rings on it.
Oh man.
He's got him a pallet. He's gonna picnic while he works.
You know what all that. Here's the fun part. Did it go in?
Oh yeah, enough going now.
Gotta get on the other side. Oh man.
Did they give you the right ones?
Yeah, just gotta make a tight contour around the tank. It's got to bend at every corner, and then you got to clear it. You have a socket ratchet behind you. You can't tighten this all the way up when you put it on because you got to move it around to line up with the 4 holes. You just want to get enough thread started to where to hold it in place. Because the fight begins. He's getting up and down the ground sucks. Yeah, we're going to have a jack. We didn't put the strap thing around the strap.
Well, we gotta grab up some more tools.
Reach out and touch on one.
Kids will be kids. You need to stop.
My shoulder hurting.
Yeah, my shoulder's hurting where you just popped me with it.
Oh, don't act like I abused you off camera.
He did.
All right, turn the camera back off.
All right, they got the strap put on there and trying to get the tank installed now.
We've got the gas tank put on it. Devin's putting on the fuel line. There's our new AMD gas tank. He's putting a fuel filter in. And then next will come bleeding the clutch slave cylinder. I'll show y'all how to bench bleed one of those if you've never done it before. That way, because I know people have trouble with bleeding out the clutches, slave cylinder, master cylinders. So let's get it dug out here and I'll show you how to bleed it before you stick it in. Because they don't do like a brake wheel cylinder, they will not gravity bleed. What they wind up doing is whenever the slave cylinder, when the master cylinder pushes in, it's got a little cavity in it and it lets the fluid stop. And then it acts as like a hydraulic jack or anything like that that works off hydraulics. It don't have air in it, so it pushes the the slave cylinder. So if you try and let it gravity bleed, that little window is back here in the off position, so it's just up against the sleeve. So the only way you can catch fluid is whenever you mash the clutch in the first little bit, you don't feel any response. That's why, because that little window, that little O-ring that's on that spool passes by that cylinder and lets the fluid go down. And then as it comes on through, that's what compresses the fluid and pushes it out. So if you let it gravity bleed, the only thing you're going to do is each time you undo the screw down there is you're going to drain all your brake fluid out of the hose and you haven't accomplished nothing because you still haven't got any out of the reservoir. So let him get done with this. Excuse me.
That Pepsi's kicking, ain't it?
What's kicking? Okay, we've got our master cylinder filled up with fluid. This is the slave cylinder end that goes on your transmission. Do not crack the bleeder screw on it. Put it up against a hard surface, which just so happens we've got a porch here, and push in the plunger. And what you're doing is the brake fluid comes to this from up here in your reservoir. So what you're doing is as you push this in, you're pushing the air out of this back up to your reservoir. So you're acting just like one of them purge pumps that you see at Harbor Freight or Tractor Supply that you purge your system with. This is what you're doing. And you can hear the air bubbles, which y'all can't, but if I had a little more controlled environment, I'd take the top off this thing, but I can't hold everything. You can see the air bubbles right there on top of it. And you just pump it till you don't have no more air bubbles. But you let the master cylinder go the whole stroke. The slave cylinder go the whole stroke. And there you have it, there's no more air bubbles. But this is only about the size of a dime. And so is it. Well, that's the same size both of them is. So that's how big the spool is. So there's very little clearance for fluid. But like I said, if you ever crack that open with it sitting on the bolted to the side of the transmission and you crack that bleeder screw, then all the thing you do is you just release the fluid that's right here down to it. You do not get any more fluid out of your reservoir. So that's the reason it's best if you ever have to fool with one of these is to unbolt this from the transmission and do it the way I just did it. The only way you're going to get it bled by doing this is to pump somebody's leg slap off their body. Because it ain't
I
like
have done that before.
yeah, it does not respond like a brake master cylinder and wheel cylinders. Because your brake wheel cylinders retain more fluid in them. They got more fluid stored in them than what this stores. So that's the reason they're easier to bleed out by either vacuum, gravity, or either by somebody pumping the brakes. So now that we don't have no more air bubbles, let's go over here and get this old one off and new one put on. Yep,
Good to go?
no more bubbles. So a little swig of the Pepsi and back to work.
Gotta have Diet Pepsi.
I'm a growing boy. Gotta have my vitamins, Ma.
Packed full of vitamins.
Packed full of vitamins. It is A, B, C, and D. Aluminum, not bottles. Cans, drinking.
Yeah, and you can
ABC
save
and
the
D.
cans and make money.
Yeah.
Win-win.
You'd be broke.
Look at these two, y'all. I missed the fall, but these two are playing. He's falling and he can't get
up. Someone help me out.
He is going downhill.
Have a daughter who needs help getting up.
He made it.
Another thing, back to this. This is a quick release valve. So if you just pull it down on that plastic piece, this releases.
Okay.
So in order to install it, now the air is out of it, all you got to do is push this, release it. So, then you get it ran up under the truck. You put it all back together. And
I
there's no air
don't think
back
it's
in
a
it.
quick release.
Oh, my fingers ain't working. It's a quick release when it ain't 15 degrees outside. What it actually does, it pulls that black thing right there. Pushes that black thing
Don't
out.
break it now.
Alright, my fingers to work. Anyhow,
They are
push that
busted
in.
up. Look at your knuckles.
you push that in, you spread that black thing out, and it comes apart. And you can put it back together. But my fingers are...
But do you need to do that right now?
No, I'm not
You were
going to
just
do
gonna
that. I was
demonstrate.
going to demonstrate, but
I think you should do it.
it isn't worth the pain.
Do it, do it.
It isn't worth the pain and agony it takes to do it.
Well, then don't do it.
I'm not going to.
Oh, wow.
For once in my life, I'm not going to hurt me. I'm going to let someone else do it for me. Oh.
I could help you out there with my little hammer.
Oh, what are you going to do? Bruise me? That'll leave a wallop. From the news desk, Devin, how's it going down there in the basement? Devin?
He's taking a nap.
Devin. Devin.
No, he's laying on the styrofoam now. He's not on the comfy quilt.
Devin.
Want some chicken nuggets?
Devin.
He's throwing stuff outside. I don't know what he's found under there.
Devin's not answering me. Did you take the line off that one? Because this line's got to be fished just back out.
Oh, I didn't, but I sure will.
Use adjustable.
I don't know where one is. Oh, there it is.
3 of them. Well, 2 and a half.
A channel of lock.
A channel of locks.
2 and a partridge pear.
Devin's gonna be coming up to the shop in a week or 2 to get started on the job that he took on.
Oh, wow.
You've already seen it in the last Will It Run video.
Oh.
The green 69 Chevy.
I got to go over here and give me a small block to stand on.
Hey, what
There.
if I just break it? Would that work too?
Can you break it? A small block.
As long as you break it real good.
I mean, what would
Oh man, there's a stage.
I figured I had.
That is awesome. We actually need to take a couple of those back to the shop.
Yes, a couple of them.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I said no.
We're taking your skate ramps, Devin.
Dirt Dobbins nest.
They make great
Hey,
step
Carlos, you got it
stools.
off?
Yes, sir.
What you waiting on?
I don't know.
So what are you taking off now?
Taking off the. I gotta have 13 millimeter.
Can't you use adjustable wrench?
Can't you use an adjustable wrench?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No.
No?
Got all kind of stuff broke off up here. And unplugged. I don't understand. There's the other half of the dirt dauber's nest. They're not happy campers. What in the crap? I don't understand half the stuff I'm supposed to understand, I don't believe.
Oh, this thing must need more than you anticipated.
Someone got a hold to it at some point in time.
Someone did.
Yeah, someone did. All it took was just that one.
Must have been the same person that got a hold of Devin's S10 before he got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That could be it.
Y'all go back and watch the video of us remaking Roxanne.
And there it sits, right over there.
Yeah, it's over here under the carport.
Oh, this is making my shoulders hurt. The camera lady wasn't looking while we did this.
You mean you did it?
But you
Well, I
push
went-
that in and it releases that spring. And see, it has two baffles in it. And those two white plastic things you're looking at stops the fluid from leaking out. So this is still pressurized and this is still pressurized.
Okay.
And one thing it does is it spreads that black thing right there apart when you push that collar in. Because the collar's hooked over that little lip right there. Yeah, while we was down here, I got pulled over by one of the local deputies. And I knew I wasn't doing nothing wrong, so I didn't say nothing to him. I just let him come up there and I had my license and insurance out. And he says, you know why I pulled you over? I said, no. He says, well, you got a Tennessee tag. I said, yeah. He says, how long you been in Georgia? And now this is through Christmas, so there's no reason for him to be profiling tags because everybody's traveling. So I said, I'm just here. I'm from here. He said, what do you mean you're from here? I said, well, I used to live here. So he takes my license and he goes back. He comes back with his little monitor and he says, the window tint's too dark. So he wants to give me he gave me a written citation for too dark a window tint. Just because he couldn't find nothing else wrong with the vehicle. It's a money, they're greedy. And that's where we moved from down here. But I told him, I said, yeah, I said last week my wife got pulled over by the cops and was given $100. And he said, $100 ticket for the window tinting?
In Tennessee.
In Tennessee, in our hometown, up there. And I said, no, not $100 ticket. She got given $100. And because he said about the window tinting. And he said, for what? I said, for Christmas. I said, because they're nice up there and they're not like y'all down here. So that's when he handed me my written warning.
And I would have videoed the city police department and the radio station up there giving me the $100, but my phone storage is full, so I can't even take a picture at the moment. I was given a $100 bill by the police department and the city of Wartburg and
the mayor
radio station.
And the radio station. We was gonna go back up there and do an interview with them, but since it was right there at Christmas, they were busy, and we had to get down here.
They had training. We did go talk to them.
Yeah.
We wanted to do a short video and just show that our appreciation for it, because I didn't even want to take the money. I told him no, that was okay. But he says, well, we would like to give it to you. So,
But
very unexpected.
It's just strange. It comes with zip ties, so your mama had to hand the zip ties to you and you had to zip tie. Oh, man. And they give you extra cable on this thing, so that's a good thing in a way, but in a way it's not. Because that means it wraps around everything. And then the way you put it back together is you just take and push, just like you do your quick disconnect fuel lines and all. Just push it back together like so. Dang, I didn't know I was that strong.
Must be busting up some beaver dams or something around the lake.
Well, I ain't gonna.
Or just getting ready for New Year's.
Strength, there we go. Okay, it just pops back together like so. But it comes with zip ties, so what you want to do is zip tie it up off of your exhaust manifolds. I like to take and run mine up here with my brake line, that way it's out of the way. Hang on, I'll give you a zip tie.
What broke?
Clutch won't mash in.
Oh gosh.
You don't know why?
Is it got something to block it from rolling?
Oh yeah.
What happens is the throwout bearing gets hung on there's a shaft that bolts to the front of the transmission where your output shaft goes through. Throwout bearing slides back and forth on that shaft, that collar. And what'll happen is the collar will get rusty and it'll seize the throwout bearing in place. And then it won't let it slide. But that wasn't what was wrong with this one. This one just didn't have a clutch, period. The pedal wouldn't pump up. So it's pumped up now, but now it won't move.
Why is it stuck though? Because of that?
Huh?
I said, but why would it have been, why is it stuck now?
Because it's been sitting for
Just locked up?
however many years.
Good grief. Hopefully it can just be freed up. If it's not, then what? You have to get a new one?
Gotta pull the transmission out of it.
To free up that throwout bearing?
And it's 4-wheel drive, so you gotta pull the transfer case out.
Yeah.
And that's just more than I want to do on the ground.
One thing leads to another.
Yard sale.
Not a yard sale.
I got problems somewhere else.
Oh my goodness.
Loosen that bleeder screw, but be prepared to tighten it right back up. Well, we put a hot battery in it, so we're just gonna bump it over by the starter and see if it'll crank. I'm not interested in pulling plugs and all.
Alright, so what happened with the clutch while I was gone?
The Schrader valves that disengages the female end of that, they didn't put relief cuts in it. So whenever you would put it all together, it would just shut off the fluid all the way through the thing.
So you got that fixed?
Yeah, so I just took the little Schrader out of it, and that's just straight through.
Cool. So now what are you gonna do?
Let's see if it'll bump over.
Oh gosh. Didn't know we were ready for that.
Fire in the hole.
Is it in neutral?
I don't hear the fuel pump.
I always have to ask. Safety first, folks.
Is the relay clicking out there?
There's gas pouring out of. No, just hold on. There's gas pouring out. Oh,
Just that one. This one's dry. And there's all kinds of crap going in there. That's not into.
see, right there.
Okay, so the injector's stuck. So it pulses off of the distributor. So that means That means something in the distributor is rusted shit.
Still pouring.
Oh, hi, it's disconnected.
It's dripping out of the top
That's fine. Let's see if we can.
and the side. Did you disconnect that?
I disconnected.
No, the battery.
Ah, shit. Yeah, still pouring out of it?
No. Yeah.
We ain't getting no fire. You got one of them little firing things?
It's still pouring out, so cut the key off.
I'll pour it for a minute.
No.
More troubleshooting.
Take the distributor cap off. It's two. Is it a Phillips head screwdriver or two?
It's getting cold, so it's gonna be another day.
And the way it works is the pickup in the distributor has little fingers on it, and as they come around, that's what makes the injectors fire. So what's happened is they probably got rusted and shorted out, so it's just causing a constant ground. So that means the fuel pump's constantly running, or the injector's constantly staying open because of that. Or could you be a stuck injector? But I don't think we're getting no fire. But they stick just like a float wood in a carburetor. This is better for connecting. See if this fires right here. Fire?
I can't see it.
Huh?
Do it again.
No, I don't see.
No.
Alright, well since it's still pouring gas.
I didn't even look. It would still be dripping if it did.
Well, since we ain't getting no fire, more than likely what it is, the distributor's done took a dookie. I don't understand why this wire right here is zip tied.
Mm-hmm.
Or what they even had it going to. That's your tachometer wire. So maybe the truck had a tachometer in it. I don't know.
So we need a distributor now.
Yep.
So we get to go to the parts store.
You got my phone?
We better go before they close because it is New Year's Eve. No, your phone is over there, so let's call AutoZone.
Well, it is the next day. The wind's not blowing 100 miles an hour and it's a little warmer. So we're going to take this here rusty crusty distributor out. The module's rusted and the pickup's rusted. So I'm just going to go ahead and change the whole distributor out and be done with it. That way there's no question. And Devin got a New Year's present after Christmas. I got him a spark tester so we can see if he knows Sparky. So here's our brand new distributor. And our brand new distributor cap. So we're going to eliminate issues. So tapping on the injector last night seemed to have helped. They don't stick no more. So now what we got to do is get it firing. So I'm going to hand the camera back off to the camera lady here. Well, here's Devin with a sucking utensil. That's not where we're working at. Don't pull that off. Oh, you've done it now. Don't put that back. Oh, you've done it now. And he's got the Super Sucker 1000 here. And as you can see, the nuts swirling around the side of it like a typhoon. There they go. Get yours today. I don't know where from, but you can get one. Alright. Let's round up some tools. Say hi to the camera, Davin.
Hey!
Devin.
Hi, camera.
Blue. 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 Say hi to the camera, Blue. Speak. 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 She couldn't talk last year and she can't talk this year. Some things never change.
Me either.
Well, alright then. Well, here's the camera lady back. All that's rusted. When we moved from over in Good Hope, everything over there rusted, so they run a bunch of our cars. So we don't have that to worry about now.
Big difference.
Okay, hit right there coming out.
Alright, I see you're up on stage, so you gonna sing for me?
Yeah, tweedledee dum, tweedledee dum. Back in the intake, that's where this goes. She's got a little canker in her. Somebody didn't change the oil. That'll be alright. It ain't in the world.
That'll be next after.
Watch your mouth.
I mean today. I mean, you still gotta get tires for it. Before it's driven, you can do the little things. Finish it up.
I'm going to have to rotate the wires around one hole. Because the hole is facing right there and this one isn't facing the same place.
We're in the only place in the whole yard that's in the shade.
Yeah. If it was during the summer, you couldn't find this spot. Just because we're trying to stay warm.
Luckily, we brought our coats.
The cap don't look too bad. But we'll go ahead and stick the new one on it. Because it has brass terminals. So they're less likely to corrode. For those who don't realize it, this could give several different problems. But like I said, since it was rusted, the pickup is what makes the injectors fire. But you seen on the V6, the coil was what was bad. Even though we did put a different module in it. Now I gotta remember to get that new module out of the distributor before it gets trashed.
Whoa.
Go grab us a 5/8 socket. Let's go and pull a plug out because this distributor can go back in the same place the other one did. I'm gonna need a extension and a ratchet too. I'm gonna pull number one off, get it top dead center. That way we know where number one is, because like I said, the other one was pointing over at the coil, so I'm gonna use a spark plug socket. Can't do nothing with that little bitty thing. I'm working on a real truck. We went all out and bought a $99 battery, so we'll see how long it lasts. The $200 batteries don't last but about 30 days. So. This ought to last about 15. We're fixing to put it in. Another will it run while we're down here in
Being
Georgia.
safe today, huh? I know, you're like me. Magnetic eyes.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Another fun fact, a little rubber thing right there will break your spark plugs.
Why is it in there?
Well, it's in there so that it holds the spark plug in the socket. But ain't nice.
What'd you do? You broke it, like you said.
Rest his head. It holds the spark plug in the socket. So if you're not square back with the hole whenever you put it in, you'll cross through the spark plug. Spark plug in the socket, and you go to put a torque on it and it moves side to side, it'll break the porcelain. So it's best just not have them in there. I need you in the truck turning it over. I don't need to give me my spark plug back. Just bump it.
Hold on, I gotta change batteries.
Hold on, she gotta change batteries. Alright, let's turn it over and see if it's firing on the new spark tester right there.
Let me get around here. Oh my goodness.
I take it that it's firing.
Yeah, I'm glad this
Glad the cord didn't get hung up in
string
the
on the
fan shroud.
camera, because that about got me.
Well, that was pretty cool there.
Devin.
Alright.
Alright. Let me back up this time. Is it still leaking gas?
Alright, no. Alright. You might have to mash accelerate a little bit once it cranks. Go to 0? Where's it at?
60?
Oh, sending unit does not work. plugged up, so that means the center unit itself bad. We got
Yep.
a leaking
Yet another part.
valve cover gasket. But hey, I consider that a pretty well win for it cranking.
Yeah.
Now we just got to move some stuff, pick up some tools, let's see if it'll drive. The next challenge is going to be to have brakes on it. Because the reservoirs are empty for some reason. So we're going to need some brake fluid.
Didn't you get some?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, and we went to AutoZone and got brake fluid, and somebody poked little bitty holes in the top of the seal cap, and I guess used some brake fluid out of it. I don't know of any other way you contaminate brake fluid, but the top seal cap right there had little bitty holes poked in it, so it was just enough to let brake fluid weep out, so you could use a little bit. But
Why would you even do that?
if you didn't have money to buy brake fluid,
What are you gonna do? Put it in your pocket?
no, go in there and get it, and walk out to the parking lot and use it, and then bring it back in there and tell them that you want to return it. And they're just gonna shake it. They ain't gonna check it.
Wow.
That's the
Thanks.
Georgia way.
Things people do.
I knew somebody used to go buy radios, go in the parking lot and change it out in their car and take it back in and get a return. Burn that one up and do the same thing all over again.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know who that would have been,
Golly.
but I heard about it. Somebody told me about it.
Yeah, I remember hearing about it.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s.
Yeah. You hit real close to home, but I didn't know who did it.
I don't remember his name.
What you gonna do, your little rubber
So,
umbrella? You
We're
can
gonna
put it
move
back
some
in your
stuff, and I
socket.
guess we'll see if it'll drive forward.
Cats we can drown.
She's got a whole bowl full of water in here. Don't be drinking that nasty water. Come on. Come on, Kiki. Come on. Come on. You got clean water in here. Let's go get it. Look at her little feet soaking wet now. She's gonna be cold. We'll have to get her some shoes. What is he looking at? What is he looking at? Here we go. Okay. What happened?
Clutch rod broke. So we gotta go to the parts store and get a new keeper for the clutch rod.
An oil pump, a keeper for the clutch rod.
I don't need oil pump.
I thought that's what you said you
Oil
needed.
pin unit.
Oh, a sending unit. Okay. Close enough, you know. Come on, Blue. Oh, stay right here. Come here. Come here, Blue. Blue, come on. Wouldn't even let Devin drive on the first crank. go for a ride. Come on, Blue. This way.
Alright, you want to drive it? It shifts through all the gears. The brakes are a little spongy. And just be aware if the clutch rod pops, I'll be prepared to cut it off.
I know, she's excited.
They said, I want to ride. That's the first time she ever been around a big truck being off like that. She didn't bark and go crazy.
No, she didn't bark. She just wants to follow it. Inside and in the truck bed. Come on, stay over here with me. Come here, stay here. Come here, stay here.
Finally got another one back in the road from sitting for many years. So he's going to get him some tires for it and get a little bit of brake work done on it, but he did successfully drive it down the road and we did successfully get it running. So we appreciate Automotive Direct for the help on the fuel tank and AutoZone for the parts they supplied. So what do you think about it, Devin?
I love it. This was my first truck, never driven it on the road. So
yeah, it comes straight out of the junkyard, got put in the yard, and never got moved again. So we'll have to find the title to it and find out what year it did get bought at the auction. But anyhow, we appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe, tell a friend, hit the notification button, and check out Dixie Extra, and check us out on Amazon,
Facebook, Instagram, eBay.
Yeah, all the other platforms. So we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Happy New Year!